Hello and welcome to the Truly Bedrock Rundown. I'm your friendly neighbourhood shepherd Tamer. Our lovely Jessie B couldn't make it this week due to an IRL case of work. We hope she recovers soon. Before we begin, we would like to give a big thanks to our script writing team and to our editor CTClunker. Now let's jump into the trials and tribulations that occurred on the Truly Bedrock realm this week. Starting with Zloy, who starts this week by going to the comment library and showing us some of his favourite comments from his videos. Zloy then shows a montage of him building the University of Moonfall, and after completing the university, Zloy does some experimenting with sugarcane logistics.
Now all that's left to do is, whoopsie daisy. Yeah, here's where we kinda hit a problem, because I could potentially just do decent, just do decent thing. And that would be enough, but sadly that would mean that all the redstone components go directly into the hopper line.
And to wrap up this week, Zloy builds a pumpkin farm which he calls the dumbest pumpkin farm ever.
Happy with the setup so far. Let's see where this takes us, if anywhere at all. It is more or less done. We have 6 levels of it. Each level has, I don't actually remember, I'm pretty sure 8 twice, so 16. Yeah, Silent is also here. 16 pumpkin stems on it, so 16 pistons, 16 repeaters, all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to measure the efficiency of it somehow, but everything I tried was kind of resulted in very silly results, and also I was way too bored to actually sit down in FK, so I instead just kept building more and more layers.
To start off her week, Daphne builds a Nordic-style retaining wall around her village. After finishing that project, Daphne heads off to the shopping district, where she buys a copy of Zloy's newspaper for both herself and Slack.
So I'm going to buy 2 newspapers. I'm going to buy one for me, and I'm going to buy one for Slack. So 1 and 2.
And after checking out what Zloy's hiring tavern is all about, Daphne delivers the newspaper to Slack. She also builds a lovely garden in the community village for all the members to enjoy.
I have this idea because we're going to have this big space right here. And it's not completely, like, there's not as big as of a canopy of trees as I wanted. I mean, I guess I could make these bigger. But what I was thinking is that we could have kind of a girthy... I don't know why that word is so weird to me. Girthy. But anyways, we can have like this tree right in the center, and it'll go up, and then of course some more leaves will cover the area, because I want there to be minimal lighting coming into the botanical garden. But look at this. I couldn't wait to show you guys how freaking cool this design is. It's just freaking awesome. I love it so much. So we're gonna have to get rid of some of these so they don't kind of like interfere with the lighting, because I want the lighting down here to be super warm, just kind of glowy.
After a short tour of the potato farm she made on a live stream, Liara runs into Slack, who offers her all the help she can carry. Liara then heads to the comment library, where she teases new comments to come. After taking a quick look at Zloy's job tavern, she shows off the new community storage building her and Prowl have been working on together.
Prowl and I've been working on this, and it is the storage room, which I need to be careful in because I heard there was a creeper in here last time I was there. This is going to be the community storage room for all the community stuff.
And to finish off this week, both Liara and Prowl head underground to fight a wither.
Totem back in my offhand.
Got him.
Oh, yes! Woo! Liara is awesome, everybody!
TNC Cuban starts off by doing some work on the gold farm he started during a live stream. He also traps himself a charged creeper in hopes of getting some wither skulls in the near future.
Please come this way. I have a minecart with your name on it. You come this way. Into... There you go. There you go. Go right in there.
Sweet! After getting the skulls he wanted, TNC headed to end and defeat the Wither boss, and then after TNC crafted the star into a beacon, he makes his very first beacon to help him build his gold farm faster. He then wraps up this week by visiting the Library of Comics.
Episode 3, Dragoon0228 says, I love watching redstone and farm builds. I watch tutorials for that stuff all the time. Keep those coming. Man, I love the redstone too, man. That's just kind of like one of my favorite things in Minecraft.
Foxy manages to catch up with Mr. Lizard and is able to bargain with him for some bone meal. Then Foxy helps Slack dig out an area for the Diamond Alliance's brand new farm.
Okay, Slack and I have pretty much dug everything out now. As you can see, we've got a big hole above us. We're actually back on the main realm now. We're not in creative. We've got a platform just at the top there. That little ring is where our AFK spot's going to be. And now what we need to do is get all of these chutes to come down towards that point, get them up there, and then create the killing point and the storage system. So I don't know if we'll get all of that done today, but we're going to do our best.
The two then received a visit from Mr. Onion, who Slack then convinces to buy some iron from Zloy. And after that quick interruption, the duo begins to dig again. Legend has it they are still digging to this day.
55 diamonds at all. I only have one.
Well, you know what? Mr.
Goodbye.
Onion,
It was
thank
nice to meet you.
Okay. Goodbye.
Zap starts this week by lighting up the area for his new raid farm, which he then AFKs at for a while after he completed it. He then takes a break from all that AFKing to do some freelancing for Zloy.
Zloy wants 27 times 64 nether wart, and he's got a piece of nether wart in here. Looks like 32 pebbles is the reward. In here he wants 9 stacks of terracotta, and it just so happens that I may or may not have 27 stacks of nether wart already on me.
Zap also adds a new storage system to his raid farm, and after handing some stuff around the shopping area, he builds a memento at his base, giving him a place to store all of his momentous and rare items. And to wrap up this week, Zap begins a construction on a more permanent shop to sell his wool from.
Perfect. And hopefully people will find this pretty easy. Right up here on the hill. I mean, it's right there. Come to Wool World. Buy my wool.
Slack starts off his week by tricking Mr. Onion into buying some iron from Zloy's shop, since Slack is against the new currency. After which, Foxy and Slack compete the digging step for their slime farm.
Cracking on. All right, back to digging. Oh my god, there's all this smooth stone down here. I can't let it despawn.
Let it despawn.
No! Let it go. Let it go.
Next, Slack stocks both his and Foxy's shops and meets up with Daphne in the Nether, where the two talk about the Truly Bedrock Herald.
Wait a minute, is that Chuck? Wait a minute, have you seen this person? Why is there a picture of Chuck on here? Foxy's little cameraman.
That's what I said. I was like, that has to be Chuck Loader.
This.
Yeah.
How did he get something in the newspaper? Did he pay to have something printed on this newspaper? Is he working with Zloy in private?
And after that, Slack begins to map out his base area and grab some materials from Prowl. He then hammers out quite a bit of his build. While admiring all the work he had done, Slack hears a crash and discovers that Tiz had crashed into his kelp farm.
Hold on, what is this? What? Why is there a truck there? Why is there a ramp there? Hello, what is going on here?
Crap. My helmet's broken.
Hey, Tiz, what are you doing down here? Why is there a truck in my kelp farm?
Hi.
Hi.
I heard you needed wood, right?
Obviously I needed wood, but
I,
the farm? Hello, the farm right here.
yeah, well, I was helping you out. Okay. I overshot. I didn't mean to land in this.
Where'd you get your driver's license?
Prowl starts his week off with his very first streamersode. During that streamersode, Prowl gets the very basic shape of his woodshop finished. He was also able to complete the framework and the roof. Looking good, Prowl.
Okay, so we are back. Me and my viewers here, we've contemplated a lot on the roof, and I think we got something that works. So if we do a quick look around here, we got it outlined with the cobblestone. We got some terracotta here. What is that called? Light gray terracotta, even though it's more pinkish looking. Got the terracotta there. We got the trapdoors under.
Still feeling that need to build, Prowl begins to expand on his old farm, makes an entirely automatic carrot farm. Prowl also admires the new end shop.
Wait a second. Is this safe? Okay, it's safe. Okay, this is an end shop. Foxy and Slack's end shop. Oh, cool. Yo, this is actually a really good idea. This looks really good. How did he get that so dark? And then all of this so bright. That looks really good. Good job to them.
Rogue starts off this week with a good old-fashioned dig, but is interrupted by Liara and Zloy needing to commission his redstone expertise. He then went on to create a lectern shop upgrade, and finally, after 2 episodes, finishes all the redstone and building.
And give this a demonstration. So if we hop on inside, because it is selected, this light is letting us know, hey, this item is in fact in stock, but because all the other ones are empty, let's flip the page. The light is going to turn off, and there is going to be a little bit of a delay, only because you saw all the redstone that it has to go through.
And last but not least, we have Tiz, who finds himself working on his new pillager farm. But before that, he checks the profits his truck has earned him.
2 trucks and stuff. We filled them up last episode with logs, so I know we've made sales. People have been telling me that they've been buying stuff. So yeah, 20 diamonds right there. Has this one up here made any diamonds? Let's have a look. It's an awkward spot. Yeah, we sold them all. 30 free diamonds from it. So that one is empty. This one is empty, but it's got some outside.
And after finally managing to get the villagers to spawn properly, Tiz maps out a few village houses to be built in the community area, which he finishes shortly after. And after returning 2 of his trucks back to his HQ, Tiz drives the 3rd directly into Slack's kelp farm. He then discovers that somebody had completely filled up his donation box.
Yeah, well, I was helping you out. Okay, I overshot. I didn't mean to land in this.
Where'd you get your driver's license?
Hey, I built the ramp. I didn't take measurements into account, you know.
You built a giant ramp here. I guess that hole there is where you were aiming to go, but what, do you got a lead foot on the accelerator? What is going on here?
And that wraps up this week's rundown. A few members were too busy with their own cases of real life, just like Jessie, so we will have to catch them next week. If you enjoyed this week's rundown, please feel free to share, like, comment and subscribe. And as always, we will enjoy any feedback you guys have. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. We post a lot of updates there, as well as in our Discord server. Links for those and our personal channels and the members' channels are in the description. Well, that's all for us this week. Goodbye.
When I first saw you in the crowded place, I could see you standing looking around. I would know your face from outer space, like a beacon shining out of the ground. Gotta move in hard, gotta move in fast, got no time for playing